In this lecture, we're going to have a look at File Manager, which is built into cPanel. Even though I use FTP for most of the things I need to do on my server, File Manager is still really useful because it gives you a quick way of getting into the server and do what you need to do and then get out. So we're going to have a quick look at that. So once you're in cPanel, click on File Manager and it'll open up in a new window. And you can see here that we've got the same files and folders that we saw using FileZilla. And let me just go back to FileZilla. I'm going to bring up the Site Manager and just connect to the server so you can see this. Okay, what we've got in this folder on the remote side is the website andyjwilliams.co.uk. If we go back to File Manager, that andyjwilliams.co.uk site is inside my public HTML. So let's open up public HTML and then I'm going to click on the folder containing my site. And then if I bring FileZilla back, we should be able to have a look and see that the folders are very similar. We've got blog, CGI bin, data feeds. Here we have blog, CGI bin, data feeds. We've got DL, IM Prodigy, LSI, DL, IM Prodigy, LSI, and so on. So the files that we're looking at in FileZilla are the same ones that we're looking at in File Manager. We did notice something over here though, or you might not have noticed, but we've got this well-known. And if I scroll down, we've also got FTP quota, HTTP access. If I look on File Manager, scroll down, first of all, we don't have that top well-known folder, and we also don't have .ftp quota and HTTP access file. That's because by default, File Manager usually has hidden files for the files that it thinks you shouldn't be playing with. An HTTP access file is one of those files that configures the server, and File Manager doesn't want you playing with that, but sometimes you need to get into that. So let's have a quick look at how we can show those hidden files and folders. If you click on the settings button, top right, and then just put a check mark next to show hidden files, and that is basically the dot files. And you can see there now we've got the dot well known has appeared, the .ftp quota and the .ht access file. So we've now got full access to the hidden files on the server. So let's have a look at the basics of using File Manager. When you select a file or a folder, you'll notice that these items up here are either grayed out or they're enabled. For example, you'll see that extract is disabled there, but if I click on a zip file in the list, you can see extract then becomes visible. All of these items up here can also be accessed through a right-click menu when you right-click on one of the items in the list, so I can access those along here as well. So for example, if I click a zip file, I can click on extract from the menu or extract up here, and that will extract the file directly into this folder. I could also select some of the items in the list, right-click and click on compress, and that would allow me to create a zip file with these files inside the zip file. If we have a look at some of these other options, we've got move and we've got copy, and these both work the same way. If you select move, it's going to ask you where do you want to move it to, and you'll get the same options if you select copy, and this is the location on your server. So let's go and have a look. We've got the andyjwilliams.co.uk. I've also got a folder there called DL. There's nothing in DL, but let's try the copy command, and what I'll do is I will copy, let's say, this file here to, and I'll put /DL, click on copy files, and now if I go into my DL, I can see that the file has been copied across. So that's how you would use copy and move. With FTP it's slightly different, you can just drag and drop files. If we continue looking down the options, we've got rename. If we want to rename a file, gives you the option to type in a different name for the file. We can change permissions. Wouldn't touch that unless you know what you're doing though. The only other thing probably that you're going to want to do is to create files or to create folders. You can see I make good use of folders. Even though this is a WordPress website, I've got folders on my server where I keep files and then I can link to them from within articles, or I can send people links which link directly to something. So I do make good use of folders, and you can do that even if you've got a WordPress site. You can see this is a WordPress site. I've got WP admin, WP content, WP includes, and we've got all the WP files, but I've got so much more on this website as well at the same time, and that's perfectly okay. If you want to create a folder, you click on the create folder button there, and then type in a name for it, and it says where do you want to create it. And at the moment the default will be wherever you currently are, and where I currently am is in public HTML /andyjwilliams.co.uk. I could type something in here, not there, up here. Let's say we'll call it a demo folder, create new folder, and then when it refreshes you'll see we have that demo folder. There's nothing in it. Now I'm in the demo folder there. To go back to the original folder I can always click it from the sidebar here, or you can click on this up one level. And perhaps before we go we ought to have a look and see what happens when you can delete something. Let's right click. I'm going to delete that file, and you've got the option of skipping the trash. That will permanently delete the file, so it's you can't come back from that. If you select skip the trash and confirm, then it will be gone for good. What you can do is if you send it to trash first, then you've got a trash option up here to view the trash. You can see what's in there, and there's that file I just deleted. In the right menu then we've got the restore link, and that will restore the file back to where we were. Let me go back into andyjwilliams.co.uk, and you can see that file is now back again. So that's a very quick overview of using the file manager built into cPanel. It is really useful, so if you want to use it, feel free to use it. If you want to use just FTP, feel free to use that. If you want to use both, and quite often I do, then that's okay as well.